Oh my God, don't eat carbs. That's what you hear. Carbs are bad for you. Carbs make you fat. Carb, carb, carb. Hi, hello, hi, and welcome to NBS Nutrition. I'm Natalie Butler-Smith. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's safe, everyone's well during these crazy times. So carbs. Are carbs all equal? Do carbs make you fat? Do we even need carbs? So, are carbs all equal? No. Break it down. Simple carbs, complex carbs. So simple carbs are normally 1 or 2 sugar molecules, very easily digestible, so the body can metabolize these very quickly, hence the spike in blood sugar levels. So what happens? Glucose is flooded into the bloodstream, insulin's released from the pancreas kind of ushers all the glucose into the cells, thus giving us energy. Great. So what's the problem? What happens is when the spike goes too high, okay, this is where the problems occur. Studies have proven that a prolonged period of time of this constant spiking of the glucose levels causes metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, even diabetes. But did you know that fruits and vegetables are also simple carbs? But vegetables and fruits have fiber, okay? So fiber is our friend right now. So what happens with fiber? It allows the body to digest slowly, so it doesn't give this spike, this glucose spike, okay? So it releases more slowly. And then we know that obviously fruits and vegetables have all the minerals and vitamins and flavonoids, and the list goes on, okay? So if you're eating your simple carbohydrates, then you want to stick to simple carbs with fiber and nutrients. The problem with these refined, processed carbohydrates is they have no nutrients. They've been stripped. There's no fiber, there's no nutrients. You're literally just eating calories. This is the problem, okay? So you want to eat for health. You don't just want to eat for energy. So avoid all the processed carbohydrates, and if you're going simple carbs, keep it limited. So complex carbohydrates are a little bit more complex. So they have a longer chain, have a longer bond. So the digestive enzymes takes time to break it down, thus meaning a slower digestion, a slower release of glucose into the body. Your complex carbohydrates are your whole grains, your whole foods. So your white pastas, your white bread, everything white basically has been stripped of its nutrients. It's been stripped from the whole. Okay, so basically you're left with just the carbohydrate, the sugar, and this is the problem. Okay, so you want to be eating your carbohydrates that are whole, that are fibrous, that are starchy, that have all of this good nutrients. You don't just want to be eating empty calories, okay? So you've got your simple carbohydrates and your complex carbohydrates. You want to eat more of your complex carbohydrates and keep your simple ones, even the ones with the fiber, even your fruits and stuff, keep those ones to a minimum, and maybe you want to avoid the empty calories. So the next point, so we had, are carbs equal? Do carbs make you fat? So that's a tricky one. So you could say yes, of course. Anything will make you fat that goes over your calorie count. So I'm going to say yes and no, carbs can make you fat. So first point, how do we put weight on? So we go through calories, alright? So here's my scale. Let's say I have to have 15,000 calories for my allowance, because we're all different, okay? So from your age, your size, your weight, your gender, how many activities you do, depends how many calories your body needs for that day. So let's say I need 15,000 for my body weight. If I eat 15,000 calories a day, I will stay the same weight. If I ate 2,000 calories a day, gradually over time, you would notice that I have put on weight. And if I eat less than my calorie allowance, then you'll see that I am losing weight. So regardless if you're eating carbohydrates or fats or protein, okay? So it's an excess of calories that makes you put on weight. But it is very true, an excess of carbohydrates, especially simple carbohydrates, will be deposited in your fat cells and be stored as fat. So third one, do we even need carbohydrates? So if we break it down, protein, we need protein. It's essential through our amino acids. We know this. Fats, it's also essential through our omega-3s and our fatty acids. But carbohydrates, they don't actually have an essential carbohydrate. So do we need it? Well, our body can survive without it, but it is definitely our preferred source of energy. because it's quick and it's available, it's easily digestible. It can be stored in your muscles as glycogen that can be released when you want to go for a run. So do we need carbohydrates? We don't. It's not essential, but yes, we need it. It's the preferred source of energy. It works well. You've got protein and fats. They have so many amazing jobs to do in the body. Why would we want to take that away? Use the carbohydrates to give us that energy, to give us all them nutrients and those things. So yes, so the first one was, do carbs make you fat? If you eat too many, yes it will. Are all carbs equal? Not at all. And do we need carbohydrates? It's not essential, but we do need them. So a rule of thumb, if you're eating your carbohydrates, you want to go whole grain, you want fibrous, you want starchy more. So sometimes we can't get the whole grain. So if we do have to go for processed, then we need to check the labels. And a great rule of thumb would be more than 5 grams of fiber per 100 grams. You want less than 5 grams of sugar per 100 grams, okay? So that's a great rule of thumb. So why don't you have a look in your cupboards at your breakfast cereals and see if you can follow that rule of thumb. Is there more fiber? How much sugar is there? You might be surprised when you check your cupboards and the breakfast cereals you have in your cupboards, some of them won't have any fiber, too much sugar. So once you check, send me a message and let me know. All right, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you back on the next video.